Okay, going live. Apparently, YouTube has some updated moderator privileges or something like that. It's interesting. So we are live. There we go. All right, I see videos. I'm back after a extended hiatus. Um, that was yeah. I don't know what it was. It was just I was starting to feel like YouTube was taking over, and it's not my job, so it was supposed to be just for funsies, and it was feeling stressful, so that kind of fell off. But I've been playing the hell out of Mount & Blade Bannerlord for a while now, and I thought I would start up a new game, this time on Warrior difficulty, and actually stream the experience. So I think that could be fun. Hey, Dark Drake. Yep, finally back. So I went ahead and did all the boring slider stuff because I spent forever doing that and tweaking this guy. And this is where we're going to start off. So the very beginning.
Pretty handsome. Pretty handsome.
Hey, Jade. Welcome. I've been seeing your comments on the videos recently. Let's see. So you were born into a family of... I think I'm going to go with primarily a leadership build. So medicine is very important in that regard because you want to... medicine affects the percentage of troops that die versus get injured. That's the main thing I'm going to be worried about with that. Charm is also very handy. So we're going to go with healers. Besides, look at Mommy. She's very happy. She's a very soft woman.
And you're going to be on medium difficulty, so that's...
Yeah, so there's the three difficulties are normal, warrior, and Bannerlord. Bannerlord is brutal, which I have a playthrough going on with that. And yeah, it's just brutal. So, as a child, you were noted for your leadership skills. I don't know. I'm not sure I want to go for cunning. Attention to details. Okay, that's going to go with an athletics, which that is actually a very important skill, and archery, which I do like. Well, that's nice. Yeah, we try to show both perspectives. I'm glad you're enjoying it. Let's see. Trade is pretty decent. Way with people. Here we go. So now it's going to give me a social boost. It's going to give me more charm and leadership. Also very important for a leadership build.
So I'm here mostly to backseat drive and pay attention to the chat. That's my role in this particular video.
Yeah, keep me talking because as many have probably noticed throughout videos, I can fall silent from time to time, and that's not very good for streaming. Let's see, like all village children, you helped out in the fields. You also herded sheep, worked in the village smithy. Let's see, that's pretty decent. They're all pretty decent, really. Gathered herbs in the wild. Well, that's going to add to my medicine, which is good. I am going to need some combat skills at some point, so I do have to pay attention to that. Or sold mark, no. So we're going to go gathering herbs because we do need that medicine skill. I'm finally getting some facial hair here. Let's see. As a youngster growing up in Calradia, war was never too far away. You trained with the Hearth Guard, stood guard with the garrisons, rode with the scouts, trained with the infantry, joined the Kern, or marched with the camp followers. Yeah. Yeah, the Darkness Falls ones. I do kind of miss Darkness Falls, but 7 Days to Die has fallen off the rails with their performance, so it's kind of hard to intentionally jump back into that. Okay, so this one's going to boost my intelligence, which is important. So I might be going with... Yeah, I'm going to go with stood guard with the garrisons. That's going to give me some bow skill. Bow skill is important, but it's also going to bump my intelligence up.
I will say I was much better with the bow than I thought I was going to be. I play a bit of Bannerlord as well. Venom's been teaching me how to play. And I've actually gone off on my own now to try a merchant build and to try some other stuff. I like the game so much better than I thought I was going to like it.
Yeah, I was a bit surprised. I thought you would think of it as like most of those games and not be kind of dissuaded. But yeah, showing Lainey how it's done. Hopefully, I don't make a fool of myself here. Let's see, before you set out for a life of adventure, your biggest achievement was I picked an apple. Let's see, you defeated an enemy in battle. You saved your village from a flood. You invested some money in land. You hunted a dangerous animal. You had a famous escapade in town. I almost said escape. Or you treated people well. So now, if you look up here in these traits do have an effect mostly in how you interact with other nobles. If I go with treated people well, I instantly get the honest, generous, and merciful traits. I have no intention of losing any of those traits. I do not behead people. There will be one beheading.
And it won't be you that's doing it.
Me.
You just sort of let it happen.
Radagast is going to get his beheading. Let's see. So that's also going to boost my charm. Charm is really good, really good. And my stewardship. Stewardship is used to manage your party and armies when you get later in. Like many families in Calradia, your life was upended by war. Your home was ravaged by the passage of army after army. Eventually, you sold your property and set off with your father, mother, brother, and your 2 younger siblings to a new town you'd heard was safer, but you did not make it. Along the way, the inn at which you were staying was attacked by raiders. Your parents were slain, and your 2 youngest siblings seized. But you and your brother survived because... I think I want to go with this one, because that's really just going to bust my charm and social and leadership up. But let's see. You could have subdued a raider. You could have drove them off with arrows. See, if I wanted to go archer, if I want to go full archer, that would be the thing. You rode off on a fast horse. I'm not a coward. You tricked the raiders. That'd be cunning. You organized the travelers to break out. So the attributes I'm going to be focusing on most are social and intelligence. I will.
See, I always thought of rode off on your horse, rode off on a fast horse as kind of the coward one, but if you actually read what it says...
Jumping on 2 remaining horses at the inn's burning stable, you and your brother broke out of the encircling raiders and rode off.
So I don't know. That doesn't sound cowardly to me. That means that sounds more like you just escaped by the skin of your teeth.
That's full brave Sir Robin.
I did pick that one for my merchant because I had thought about taking organized travelers to break out, but I actually wanted some horsey skill.
Right.
So I metagamed.
for my build, I'm definitely looking at these 3 ups, which is important. Next. Egan. Oh, I don't like Egan. We're going to go with a nice, solid Connor.
Oh, good. Your brother doesn't have a horrible... I just realized your brother does not have a horrible haircut, because haircuts are hereditary, and oof.
Yep. Yeah, I went with that look, whatever that is, whatever you want to call that.
Whatever that look is.
Whatever that look is.
It's a look.
It's a look. My horse is huge. All right. So yeah, and this is going to give me a nice summary of all the things I chose. You can always hit back if you're not satisfied with it and go back and modify things. We are not going freebooter. Okay, so yeah, the 3 main difficulties are freebooter, warrior, and Bannerlord. Bannerlord, like I said, is absolutely brutal. We are not doing that. We are going warrior. And I am going to disable death, because, Now, that does switch it back to being custom, because I did modify a thing. And let's see. This can be tempting at times. Auto-allocate clan member perks. So when your clan members and your companions level up, they level up just like you, and you get to choose perks and stuff. This will auto spend them for you. But I don't know. I like being nitpicky and telling people what to do.
Like micromanaging all of your workers.
Right. And so we shall just get going. Let's just start this. I love this game. I love it.
Brother, it's been 3 days now we've been tracking those bastards. I think we're getting close. We need to think about what happens when we catch them. How are we going to rescue our brother and sister? Are we up for a fight?
Yeah, I'm looking at this guy. I'm thinking Lainey would fall in love. Look at that beard.
Oh yeah, for sure.
This looks like an old training field for the legions.
She has a beard weakness.
Time and brush up on our skills. The practice could come in handy when we catch up with the raiders.
Okay. I don't know. Should I do the tutorial?
Nah.
You want me to skip it? Okay, we'll skip it.
Skip.
Skip!
Are you sure about that?
Yes, time is of the essence. Skip.
All right then. Let's split up and look for the little ones separately. I'll send you a word if I find them before you do. One of a thing, brother. We want people to take us seriously. We may be leading men into battle soon. Let's give our family a name and a banner, like the nobles do.
Okay, so it's gonna announce all the announcements. Now, what would have been shown in the tutorial is the acquiring of the. What was that? All right. So the acquiring of the first banner. This is the first banner piece. So we can take a look at it, examine it. Let's see. I've been given 2 grain. I'm going to move this up front. Move that to there. That'll do. I've got a sumpter horse. Yay. Now, I'm going to lock my food so I don't accidentally sell it. Sell all is a very nice thing once you actually get used to it. Let's see. I did apparently gain a level. Points and charm. I want to be virile. So there's self-promoter, +3 renown. When a tournament is run, I'm going to be doing a lot of tournaments. +1 morale. While besieging a governed settlement. Besieged in a governed settlement. Don't really care about that. 30% more likely to get her pregnant. Now
Oh my god, that is so important. You have no idea.
It is.
In this game, you need heirs and you need other party members. Families and companions are super important. So
Exactly.
if you can pump out the children.
You need to pump
Do
out
it.
them babies. So, okay, so normally I'd be looking at these bottom attributes, and that is under what position you're in that this perk takes effect. And normally I'll never be governor. I can't speak. I'll never be governor. So normally I would go with the thing that I have effect on both things on. However, this 30% more likely to have children is just way too valuable. It outranks everything else in this list. So we are going to be virile. Hey, John. And let's see. Now we've got an extra point to spend. A focus point. Focus points don't immediately take effect and affect your abilities. What they do is they raise the cap on your ability to learn that skill. Everything is learned by doing. Considering I have 0 writing skill and 0 focus in writing, I am going to go ahead and pop a point into writing. The 2 skills I'm going to be focusing on pretty heavily early on is athletics and smithing, and the reason being is not walk it off, but this perk right here, which will give me +1 endurance. So that'll add 1 more to the endurance trait, or the endurance attribute, which affects all 3 of these and raises them. After that, there is this one or this one, which I could choose. So I get to choose 1 free vigor attribute or 1 free control attribute, thus raising 1 of those. Smithing has the same thing. So here you get the vigor or control, and then here you get the endurance attribute. So these 2 are really nice for increasing or getting free attribute points. Considering attribute points come once every 4 levels, it's pretty damn handy. Other than that, I'm going to be focusing down here with just like a point here and a point there. I'll probably get 1 more focus point into each of these, 2 focus points into that, because even with the small end of skills, you can still be very effective in combat. Okay, we are leaving. A few hours after leaving the training ground, you come across a wounded man laying under a tree. You share your water with him and try to dress his wounds as best you can. He tells you he is a traveling doctor. To thank you for your help, he hands you a small bronze artifact which he says was once given to him in payment by a warrior who said only that it was related to the Neretz's folly. He suspects it might be of great value. You resolve to find out more.
So that was the dragon banner
Yes.
piece that you have.
Tactios. Tactios we are not really aware of because he was part of the tutorial. Strong Swimmies perk. Yes. Much strong swimmies. Now, I thought about this, and that's what I'm going to, because I'm going to dominate. Oh, I did not consider banner. Oh, so now we get to do this. Fen Dominus. Dragons are nice. However, Most of what I do is horse archery because it's just so powerful.
Oh yeah, don't forget that you can swap the background and the sigil color by the arrows.
I'm thinking I'm going to go like that. Yeah, I like that. I'm going with that. Alrighty now. I'm all alone. I don't want to be alone.
Snake banner. Too late. Sorry.
Well, Venom could be snake or scorpion. There's a scorpion there as well. So I need a few troops to carry me over. I am going for a very specific type of troop. There. That should get me to the Battanian area. So this area here with all the green labels, that is Battania. This is Valandia. This is the Empire, the purple, the lighter purple, and the blue.
Yeah, there's actually the northern, southern, eastern, and western empire, but they're all considered empire, but they each have their different branch, right?
Yeah, basically, there's kingdom and culture. So each of these is empire culture, but this is like the northern empire. This is the Sturgia area, so they're very much Nordic. This is the Khuzait area, if you think Mongols, very strong horse archery. This is the Aserai, very Middle Eastern. So our destination is up in this area for the moment. Oh, wait. Let me buy a few more foods. And you cannot become a Bannerlord without butter.
Facts.
Okay, so that should... We're going to grab some more butter and cheese, because, I mean, you can't have a good wine without cheese. And God knows we're on the internet and we need to wine.
Absolutely.
Okay, so now I'm going to try to not get into too much trouble. That was a happy little caravan doing happy little things. Now, my quest, I have two quests. One is establish my clan. So I need to raise my funds up to 2,000. I need to acquire a total party size, including myself, of 20 men. And I have to reach clan tier 1. Renown is basically like clan XP. And then hire one companion. Neritz's Folly, this is the main quest. I've got some time, people. I've got some time. But I have to talk to 10 specific nobles. And that, see the little yellow exclamation point with the pointy things on it, that is one of the guys I would have to talk to. But I am in no rush to talk to anybody. Because there's a certain point within that quest where things just go crazy. And I don't want to reach that point anytime soon. So I will hold off on that. I'm going to go around them. Nope. I
did ask Venom, I was like, well, what if, like, you have Lord Death on? What happens to the person if they have your quest and you need to talk to them, but then they die? And he said that he believes that it will go to, like, the next clan leader or the next person in line of succession, possibly?
I believe as much, yes. I have never had my character die, so that's a thing. Supposedly, once you have an heir, then they will take over the clan.
If you die.
If you die. When you die.
But you can retire now, right, too?
Oh, yep, you can retire. It is right here. This is the, I forget what they call it, the retreat?
Refuge or whatever, retreat.
Here, I'll get closer to it, running away from these guys. The retreat, yeah. Okay, I'm going to go right to that village, because this is the first place I can get to that starts offering these types of people, and they're out of reach for me. Oh, so, this is what this guy is willing to offer, and so forth with these guys. As you get better reputation with these people, like I have -2 with him, -1 with him, and a 1 with him, then they will offer more slots. So eventually you'll have a wide swath of people you can recruit if you get in good with the villagers, and don't lob off their heads.
No judgment, though, no judgment.
These are the guys I'm after, the Battanian Highborn Youth. And here, I will hire him, and I will go into the handy-dandy encyclopedia here. Troops, we are going to go look at battalions, we're going to look at archers, we're going to look at soldiers, and we're going to look at the highborns. Trotting in place. So we want to know what happens when you die firsthand for science.
Like getting knocked out in combat's not the same thing as dying.
Right, not even the same thing. If you have combat death on, there is like a small percentage chance that when you get taken down by a non-blunt weapon, that you can die and actually be dead. So this is the reason that I was looking at getting the Highborn Youth and the Highborn Warriors and the Heroes, because they upgrade to Fions and Fion Champions. Fion Champions are a Tier 6 troop. Tier 6 troops are not common among the entirety of the troop trees. These guys are super powerful. They've got really good bows. Bodkin arrows are some of the best. And then they've got a nice big two-handed sword, so if they have to get into melee, they can decimate some shit. They've also got really good armor. 50 armor on their helmet, which is good. Decent cloak. That fur cloak is pretty nice. And then Highborn mail armor, which is also really good. These guys are heavily armored. They're a little OP. Once they get upgraded to that. But then they start costing more, so, I mean, give and take. So now that we're up here. No, I don't want that. That's poop. Once we're up here, now we can actually start looking at doing quests and stuff, or hunting bandits. Now I got to be really careful because there's going to be forest bandits up here, unlike where I just came from, where it's mainly like looters. Looters are the main thing I want to start hunting down. Like I'm going to hunt down these guys.
We're not looking for a fight.
Neither am I, if you surrender. Otherwise, you'll never take us alive, kappa. All right. So now I have a very small troop. I have 8. Which means this is going to just dump me right into the fight. Once you get up to 20 total party size or higher, then you actually start getting a pre-battle formation set up.
And send troops actually means it's sort of like an autocomplete algorithm. It will like run the battle, but you don't actually have to go onto the battlefield. If you're overwhelming force, like if it's like 5 looters to your like 100 people or whatever, or you have really strong troops, you could probably just do that just to kind of get it over with. But you could still lose people theoretically.
Oh yeah, anything non-looter can.
So it's a gamble.
Dude's throwing potatoes at me. Now, see, they've got pitchforks. Those pitchforks will stop your horse dead in its tracks, and that's bad juju. Nope.
Yeah, it's bad news. I've had that happen a couple times, and I'm like, ow, 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 ow.
This guy is getting annoying with his potatoes. Okay, so those guys are heading right into my guys, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to have those men charge right into them, because there's only a few of them, and I don't want them to just like try to take them on one at a time. That makes for happy people. All right. I lost nobody. So an army of farmers to start. Pitchforks and scythes. Yeah. Take out the... Well, they're looters. So,
They were probably farmers and...
Potato farmers.
Potato farmers.
So, this is not an armor upgrade, but because it's lighter weight, I'm going to go ahead and equip it. Weight does have an effect on your movement speed. I'm going to go ahead and take that. And now we can come over here, because I still need more archers. He's got a quest. Extortion by deserters. That I cannot handle right now. That's a bit much for me.
Sometimes they won't let you take the quest if you don't have enough men.
Yes. Oh, come on. Somebody's got archers. I know there's archers around here somewhere.
It's a good quest to take, though, because it will help your reputation. If you get rid of the deserters or the poachers or whatever it is that they are going up against, then they will really like you. And then you have to go back and talk to them again. And if you either take like half of the money or say, oh no, I don't need any money, then you really get a lot of reputation.
Yes. Okay, so this is a quest. He needs help with brigands. So this is going to be hunt down various amounts of brigands, probably 2.
Peace to you, stranger. What is your name?
My name is Connor, sir. May I ask your name? I am Uldris. I own land around here. I speak for many of the people in this village. I have not heard of you, but you have the look of a man who might make something of himself someday. I heard you need some help with the problem. Yes, we have had trouble with bandits, but recently we've had a lot more than our share. The hills outside of the town are infested. The hills are alive with the sound of bandits. All right. Hey, Chipmunk. Yeah, we're back. Oh, I'm back.
I mean, we are back. I'm still here.
Are you? Are you, though?
Well, I don't know.
A lot of us are afraid to take their goods to market. Some have been murdered. Murdered, I tell you. People tell me I'm getting so desperate, maybe I'll turn bandit myself. It's bad. You want me to hunt them down? Well, sir, you'll never get all those outlaws, but if word gets around that you took down some of the most vicious ones, let's say 2 bands of brigands, robbing us wouldn't seem so lucrative. Maybe the rest would go bother someone else. Be gone. Do you think you can help?
Be gone.
So now it's going to be, you always have the option to send companions to do the dirty work for you. He's going to tell me how much I need. I'm going to say, I'm going to do it myself. So he's going to pay me 550 dinars to go hunt down 2 groups of bandits, which I'm hunting bandits anyways. So it works. It works. I've got a few more archers. Oh, here we go.
But you do have to be careful. It's within a certain range of where you picked up the quest.
Yeah.
So you have to make sure that the looters or whoever you're hunting down has that little exclamation point next to them still, because you can end up chasing them far enough that they won't have it anymore and then they won't count. It's disappointing. Was that a band of 2?
Yeah, it was a band of 2.
I don't know if you're going to make it, hon. I just don't know. Can you take them? Can you take them out?
I don't know. A dull falchion. Okay, it's got a length of 71 versus my length of 65. I'm going to take that just for the increased reach. And some baggy trunks. Oh, good, they're not an upgrade. I don't want to wear those things, because if I wear those things, it looks like this.
Are you the fashion police of medieval times?
I am the fashion police of medieval times, yes. Okay, so we got a level up, which means we got a skill. I'm going to toss another one into athletic, or toss my initial one into athletics.
You want to show off your manly chest hair?
My manly chest hair. We're going to take a pit stop at Penkinnock and sell off some of this stuff. So we just got after we kill those for group 4.
To chuck a heavy tater.
They chuck a heavy tater. Now he's probably going to go out of range. Yeah, he's going too fast, so I'm not going to be able to catch him. And as if you noticed right there, he already went.
Yeah, he was going a little faster than you.
Out of reach. There's Calradia. He's the leader of the Battanians. He's also an ass nugget, but he's also super strong.
Oh yeah, he went up against Calradia in one of the tournaments on Bannerlord difficulty, and oh my lord.
He starts swinging like a madman. But I have one with you. So, this is a group of 7.
Hey, Jinxie.
Jinxie. Well. Okay, so what I'm going to do with these guys is I'm going to move them up forward a bit. Tell them to shield wall. Not that they have shields, but that'll put them nice and packed together. And then try to pop some arrows over here. Now, what I'm doing now is actually just getting their attention. This guy's got his attention diverted, and my stubby little sword is going to miss. And just think, my last weapon was shorter. I definitely need a better
Stubby
horse.
swords are the bane of the start of this game.
Yes. He spanked my horse.
Rude.
Okay, he turned his back on me. And my stubby did not do its job. They told me it wasn't the size that matters.
They lied.
I think that was a gut shot. It's gotta suck. Now, maybe you noticed my bow skill and riding skill have been going up. My riding will get a little better, and my accuracy here will get better as those continue to go up.
Your sword is so small. So small.
So small. I'm not going to bother upgrading the Imperial recruits. I'm actually going to get rid of them here soon. But I am going to upgrade those guys. And I'm going to take a prisoner. Oh, look. I actually have a headpiece now. Isn't that stylish? Ooh, some fish. So that's more food.
So taking prisoners is not necessarily considered unmerciful or bad. It's not like cruel or anything.
Right.
But there are certain quests that you don't want to take. If you have some good traits, you don't want to take certain quests, or you will lose the merciful or
So I'm going to
Other
go sell
traits.
that one prisoner. And I'm going to sell the rest of this stuff.
So that's basically selling them like to a third party who's gonna like ransom them back to the family. Basically saying, hey, this guy, this chucklebutt was being a looter. Now he's your problem. But
Yep.
to get him back, you got to give me some money.
Okay, so another thing is horses, especially the carry horses, shown by these little icons, used for carrying goods. Increase your carry weight. My carry weight is, well, really, when you get to know, that's really, really low. So I like to stick with one type of carry horse. Otherwise, your inventory gets real messy. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to decide that workhorses are my carry horses. I'm still going to gain a little money, and that should do good. Yes. We're going to leave, and now we're going to continue. Oh wait, let's see what quest they have. Escort merchant caravan. We are not ready for that stuff. I need to continue hunting bandits and stuff. So this is going to be some mountain bandits up in the mountains. Yep, don't mind. We're going to take you out. My 14 versus their 6. Oh, so now we're in an interesting situation. We've got this little tiny lift of land here. Get my bowman right there. Form up my people so that they're in a line. They're standing up above. They're standing down below. So once these guys get here, because my archery skill still is poopy, they should be able to run right into those.
Hey, Vi. Hello, Violet. Or Pie, as everybody knows her.
Hey, bye. Let's see, we'll do a little archery. Got their attention, that's good. He's throwing his potatoes at me. I want to keep a little bit of distance. Ow! What the hell? 92 pierce damage. What did he hit me with? Oh, he's throwing javelins.
Javelins can be nasty. They're a little hard to throw until you get used to it. I'd probably get better skill in javelins.
If
But
you look at my current health,
yeah,
so that was one hit.
it's worse on Bannerlord difficulty though. Like that would have killed him.
Yeah. Okay, so he's going to be all solo. I'm going to try to hit him with my stubby. I hit him with my stubby.
Pie says, I don't even answer to Violet at this point and have forgotten it's even my name.
Okay, I got renown and morale. So now there's another falchion instead of a dull falchion, so that's an upgrade. Studded fur armor, that will help. It's kind of fashionable. We do not want the baggy trunks. And we get some grapes. So I'm going to lock the grapes because grapes is food. Now, another thing, let me get out of here, is we go into here, and steward is one of the skills I want to be working on. One of the ways to raise your steward skill is to have a good food variety. So we need to keep the variety up. We're not always going to be pulling that off, but you do what you must.
There's a perk that you can get that doesn't penalize you for not having a variety of foods.
Right.
But I think the other one is usually the one I take because I'm like, well, why wouldn't I have a variety of foods though?
Victory over the dreaded potato bandits. Okay, we still need more mins.
More mins.
More mins. Oh, I've been meaning to do something. I need to rest, actually, because now that I'm at like 16%.
Yeah, you got no health.
Draw animals, recruit troops. Yeah, let's just head into town. We'll head into this one. This is Carbanseth. I think I've got some stuff to sell. Yes. That should hold me over for a while I wait here and heal up. So my health is a little low. Oh, yeah, I could pop this up too.
Looks like there's a tourney. Are you going to join it?
Not at 20% health.
Well, no, I mean after you. Hopefully they'll still be there when you heal up.
Yeah. So the world will run around without you. If I just sat here in a town for the rest of my life, people are going to win tournaments, wars are going to be waged, settlements lost and gained.
But you will be paying your troops and using food.
Well, if you have no troops, you pay no troops.
Well, that's true.
Yeah, there's challenges out there to go with only companions. And speaking of companions, Jeremos the Scholar. So let's go take a look at Jeremos the Scholar. He's alive.
Alive is good.
And I'm going to sort by age. Jeremos the Scholar. Oh, he's close-fisted and merciful. That's not terrible.
Not the worst.
But he's also, going to kick it in the dust here soon. He's getting old with it.
Oh, he's old. Well. We could do better.
So another thing I'm going to have to keep in mind is finding a wife, but currently we are clan tier 0. You do not want to go hunting for a spouse at clan tier 0. Clan tier affects many things. Clan tier bonus, as you can see in the upper right there. As I hit clan tier 1, I'm going to have an additional companion limit. So instead of 3, it'll be 4. Additional party size, so it's going to jump my maximum party size up by 15. Workshop limit, so over here I can have 1 workshop currently, that'll bump it to 2. And then eligible for being a mercenary. Mercenary is very profitable. That means I go higher on as a mercenary to one of the kingdoms out there. And as I win fights and do various actions, I gain influence, and they will pay you for the influence. So they'll start slowly consuming the influence.
Yes, 29 is old in this game, John. It's dusty. Like, you might as well have 1 foot in the grave.
Yep. That's like one of those old tropes where a woman opens her legs and dust just comes out. Big old cloud of dust. We get up 90%, and then we are going to go join in the tournament. A Highland Throwing Axe. Interesting.
Hello, Richard.
Hey, Richard. Highland Throwing Axes. Those could be fun. So it's 4v4, and they gave me archery. Now, Battanian tournaments almost always deal with two-handeds and archery. Ooh, that was a nice headshot. Don't you shoot me. I see that you winding up. Oh, my peeps are just wrecking it. They came in like a wrecking ball. Don't get naked, guys. Don't get naked.
Dusty, how dare you?
How dare. Okay, 2v2v2. And we're going sword and board. Am I speaking out my ass today? Smack you across the board. No. Oh, I swing so slow.
Yeah, you gotta get your skills up. So the tournaments use tournament weapons. It's not actually using like your weaponry that you would be having.
Correct.
On your person. So you can have like an awesome blade, but you won't be taking it into the tournament.
That was cheating. You had your friend shoot me.
Because technically you're not killing them. You're just knocking them out.
Like that. Right across the face.
I mean, there's a lot of blood for knocking them out, but...
Just a little, a little blood loss never hurt nobody. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, that didn't work out as planned. That did not work as planned. Damn it. Let me hit them. Okay. Just me and him. I'll get to hit him. This is actually a pretty decent spot to practice your blocking, too.
A lot of sword hits.
Oh, shit. That was wrong.
I mean, you still got it.
Yeah, I got it. I messed up a lot there.
It takes a lot more hits, I think, to get him down on this difficulty, and you can take far less hits.
Yeah. Okay, so I did gain another level, so that's good, and we are going to pop that also. So I gained some athletics. If you remember, that was at 0, so I gained some athletics points. We're going to pop more into athletics. Smithing will be raised later. We're not diving into smithing just yet because you still need to amass, a decent foothold into the economy, and then you need to start gathering weapons and smelting them down into metals. Tear that dude's throat out.
Yeah, but it was a dull blade, so obviously it's fine. It's fine.
Speaking of which, I think we're going to start hopping from city to city doing tournaments. Tournaments are actually a great way to gear up at
Oh, yeah, they are.
start. And eventually also get money. Receive a broadsword. A broadsword. Is there any broads here? Let's go check it out. No broads in there, and they're not going to let me into the keep, so. Hey, Dradonis. That's an interesting little emoji. Okay, 1v1. Super easy, barely an inconvenience.
You can only join the tournaments during the day, so
Yeah.
sometimes you have to wait until that they're actually available. But if you come to town during the day, even if it's really close to nighttime, you can just join with no problem. Tis
miss me.
but just a flesh wound.
Okay, so we got a picked warrior. What are you doing? Don't do that.
Hey,
Don't do that.
Cyrus.
Hey, Cyrus. It's just a flesh wound.
Now, I'm really terrible with blocking with two-handed weaponry. So the way that I do Battanian
Shall I do it?
tournaments, yeah, you should do it. Follow
Help!
my technique.
Help me! Help me! Help me! Help me!
Wait a minute.
Help me! Help me! Help me! Help me! Help me! It's killing me!
Okay,
It's killing me!
There's less yelling, but still.
That's how she
Use
does
of
it.
terrain.
And she
So
wins
I either
too.
use-
So, I mean,
Oh yeah, I win a lot. I either use that or I use the little stone wall, the ruins, and I run around it, and
Oh,
then
that was-
I
I hate high
smack
ground.
them. Because I'm really terrible at blocking with two-handed weaponry, especially the two-handed sword. I don't know what it is about the two-handed sword, but it's the worst.
So I got a broadsword. This is a one-handed sword with far more length than I currently have, and more pierce damage, and more cut damage. So clearly an upgrade. Oh, those Highland Throne Axes are worth a lot, so we're going to go ahead and sell all this stuff. We're going to gather some more food because we're getting a little low there.
When I first found that worked for me, Phantom's like, well, it's definitely unorthodox, but it works.
Yeah. We're remembering to keep up our variety, so we'll grab 2 butters. We're still going to get 998 dinars. But to make our men happy, we're going to grab an extra beer. Now that's 10 pounds of beer. Each of those, I should have highlighted this. Each of these is 10 pounds, so that's 10 pounds of grain each, 10 pounds of grapes, 10 pounds of beer, 10 pounds of meat, 10 pounds of butter. So these guys can just lather themselves up with butter and have fun in the yard, I guess.
But if you arrow over, it'll show you how many days of food, with the amount of people that you have, how many days of that will last until there's no food left.
Speaking of which, let's get rid of these Imperial recruits. They are gone. And then we're going to upgrade these guys. So now we have fewer people. It's going to cost us less, and they're not going to eat as much. The hungry little shits. Currently, Maronoth is under siege. This is not good. Currently, Maronoth is no longer under siege. This is fine. So it looks like the Western Empire decided to take Maronoth. Maronoth I consider to be Battanian's capital, so that was a major step. We're going to go into here. There's nobody there. They are not running any tournaments, probably because they're pissed off because the Western Empire actually took their damn city. They feel dirty. That's another person I have to talk to. Just to showcase this, see, he's running an army. 1,175 men in this army. That is a fight you can have. Oh, I did find the setting for increasing total number of troops on the battlefield. It's a native setting and did not require a mod. Yay. So my current limit is 1,000. So I can have up to 1,000 people on the battlefield at once. We're going to talk to the army leader because that's where the thing is at.
Forgive me what may seem to be an abundance of caution, but please keep your distance. Just beyond sword length is fine. So, who might you be?
Fair enough. I am me. You are you. Rightful Emperor of Calradians. I am Lord of Zionica, Jelmaris, and now Maranoth. So another thing is you can click on their name here, and that'll take you up, and you can see his traits. He's generous, devious, daring, cruel, and calculating. That seems kind of counterintuitive, but that's him. He's Garios, ruler of the Western Empire. He's an ass nugget. All right. Always looking for good fighters. If you ask about me, I suspect you'll be told that I take good care of my men. Not with those traits, you don't. Devious and cruel. Okay, so I need to ask him about Neretsi's folly. That's what some people call the Great Battle of Pendraic in the year 1077. Emperor Neretzes led an army accompanied by the Khuzaits and Aserai to fight a coalition of the Sturgians, the Battanians, and the Valandians. It was a disaster for him. He died in it. But the victors didn't fare much better. I see. Is there anything else? Well, can you tell me about the Battle of Pendraic? Yes, we will never forget that day. The day we learned that the old men who claimed that they had the right to rule us were doddering incompetents. I was with the vanguard. Neretzes apparently knew that the Battanians had planned an ambush. The Khuzait scouts had told him, but he never bothered to inform us. So up we went along a lovely wooded stream until the Battanian arrows started whooshing in from all sides. We had our shields, but you can only point them in one direction at once, so we started to drop one by one until the Battanian falksmen came screaming out of the trees. Ordinarily, they'd be very vulnerable to archers, but, well, old Neretzes hadn't thought to send any along with us. So they came upon us, chopping and slashing, and we fought until we broke. I ran too, and any man who tells you he wouldn't in those circumstances is a liar. When I was sitting in the cold woods later that night, hiding with other fugitives, listening to the barbarians whoop and holler as they chopped off heads as trophies, I promised them that no Calradian soldier should again be led into battle by an emperor who knows so little of war. Thank you. Gotta go.
Gotta go, bye.
Gotta go, bye. You have a nice day. So, being at... That was weird. It stopped me. Being at 8 men is not where I want to be. I want to be at 10. So I want to hire 2 more archers, if I can find them. They're having a tourney, which is good. Nobody has any archers. Far more length.
Yes, I enjoyed the story.
Girthy is
Although
better.
it's interesting to see the different perspectives on the battle.
It is. He's old. I don't want him. So we're going to wait here for a little bit until the day. And then we shall jump into another tourney. Bear head. So this is going to be a headpiece, which will be better than the one I'm wearing. Won't be a cloth nugget. Yeah, so that's going to be 24 head armor, which would be nice.
That's good for this early.
So this trick is going to work. So that's a trick where you come in and you just backstep right before they swing and just out of their reach. It doesn't always work because sometimes they block. But as you can see, when it does work, it's very effective. Miso enjoyed the story. Okay, 4v4. I'm going to sidestep so I don't shoot my peoples. Shoot him right in the giblets. He's trying to shoot me in the giblets. I don't want to be shot in the giblets. Dudes, get out of my way so I can shoot them in the giblets. I can't shoot them in the giblets when you're in my way. Okay, now it's you and me, buddy. For those might be unaware of this about this game, hit location does matter. If you pay... What? No. I meant to join. Sorry, I'm getting distracted here. If you pay attention to where the chat would be, down in the bottom left-hand corner, it'll see readouts. of damage dealt. That was not the right blocking location. Giblets. Yes, right in the giblets. The Botanian Fian. This might be my guy. So, again, sidestep. And it looks pretty brutal, especially when you look at all this blood going on here. And I got a bear head. Yay, bear head. It's definitely not the best armor, but it's a hell of a big upgrade from what I'm currently wearing. I'm currently wearing something that gives me 5 armor. So this is giving me, 19 more armor? Goody, goody, goody. And then we're going to toss that away, sell it off. I got some more, I got a perk earned. So now I get to choose a perk here, morning exercises or well built. I'm going to choose well built, but 3% combat movement speed. I never really concern myself with combat movement speed. And more movement speed for the troops. This is plus 5 hit points, and plus 5 hit points to foot troops in your party. So that means all my foot troops get more hit points. I like that, and I get more hit points. That's just seems it's not even a comparison there.
This might be my new recruit. Chop him up real nice.
Oh, just wait till I beat the shit out of my wife in there. At some point in this game, you will take your spouse into the arena and smack the hell out of them.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so now we're going to head over here. Struth.
Back.
Ooh, looters. I see looters. First, I'm going to... Oh, good. Now I'm up to the 10 I wanted to be at. And now you guys...
We've got no quarrel with you.
Yeah, but I got one with you, so shut up. Shh, let it happen. Alright, they got to cross the water. Water will slow them down, which is nice. So I'm going to go harass them with my full head of mane. I don't know if anybody paid attention to the thumbnail. Thank you, Miso, for making that thumbnail for me.
Oh. You're welcome.
I thought it was pretty epic. One of the things you can do in this game is, I will show you. I can go into photo mode, unlock the camera, and this is how we got that. Oh, flying potato! This is how we got that thumbnail. Was I did this one in one of my other games and got a screenshot, and then Miso went and took it into Photoshop and made it look pretty. Oh, your potatoes suck. You know, this looks stubby. Damn it. Yeah, this sword looks stubby too. Why do I always get the short stubbies?
That looks really stubby, doesn't it? But then you're used to using like
Pole arms.
pole arms, so I mean anything's going to look stubby compared to that.
Let's see. So I'm going to grab the looter as a highborn warrior hero. Yes. Oh, another thing is you can now, this is actually a new feature, is you can sort by tier in reverse. So now they sort by the tier. The tier marking is up here. So tier 4, tier 3, tier 2.
I think the next time you go into town, you should actually go into town.
Oh, you want me to walk
them.
around? Yeah, I can do that.
Yeah.
What I need is gloves. I need the gloves of love. These are all poop, so they're going to get sold. Okay, so this time I'm level 4, so that being a 4th level gave me an attribute point. That is going straight into intellect, but I also need to spend more in athletics as well. Like I said, that is going to make me run faster in and of itself, so I don't need extra perks to make me run faster. Just getting my athletics up will make me run faster.
I swear, my husband must have had really low athletics. He was the slowest one in the bunch. We'd go into a hideout, and he was always the last one. I'm like,
And she's not talking about me.
no.
Yeah, an extra 2 inches you can't really complain about. All right, so what has he got? Landlord needs access. I'm not concerned with that quest. Anybody else got quest? Because I want to do quests and do tournaments. Art of the Trade. Not doing that until I've got at least some funding behind me. These little announcements down here are telling me that something's going on with the party. This time it's the looter wants to be recruited. And no, he's going to get sold. The quest log, anytime anything changes in here, that quest will announce that there's a change. There is a tournament. Did I just say tournament?
Tournament.
There is a tournament going on over here. Oh, caravan ambush. I may or may not be able to handle that. So, but first we're going to do the arena. We're going to join. Plated striped van braces. Interesting. That could be my gloves.
As long as I'm not getting the short stubby.
She gets all I get her. All right. Let's see, so this is... Oh, it's the ill-starred. Normally I like her. So this is the companion that I'm going to hire.
It's completely dead. The one that you just smacked the bejesus out of.
There we go. Okay, 4v4. Ah, yes. Jousting can be very devastating.
You have to get so good at it. It needs a lot of practice. I'm actually starting to not suck at it. I mean, I'm not great, but I'm starting to do better. I can actually hit things now, intentionally.
So I'm couching my lance. So delivered couched lance damage, 27 damage, but velocity also matters. Hashtag velocity matters. Oh, see, he just took off half my health with that hit. And that was pretty low, and these are crap lances. Dude.
It affects the steering of your horse, though, right?
Yeah, when you couch, you'll struggle to turn. Dude. I'm filing a harassment suit for you. Oh, he turned the other way. Cheater! So if you're moving with the weapon, you're going to do less damage. So that was only 20 damage. Where that was 23. Oh, Halo. Coming at me from behind. How rude.
Yeah, backdoored.
Okay, 41 damage there. 70 damage there. See, good collision. Now, sometimes those guys will try to take a horse. Time to upgrade that weapon. I mean, when available.
Oh, I just noticed that that's what the reward is. Those are nice.
Oh, yeah. So that's going to be 22 armor where I didn't have any. So I'm going to creep up on this guy. I'm sneaking. You don't see me. Look at my butt. Backhanded.
I will say that sword and board, I'm actually pretty decent with. Blocking can be a little tricky. Sometimes you like kind of slide off of the people, and you have to make sure that you're like stepping in so that you're hitting them with the shield. You can't just like stand still and hit them.
Right. Okay, so we are going to go into here. Soros the Ill-Starred. Ah, she's 26. She looks a little grumpy, but look at these positive traits. So she's honest, daring, and merciful.
Look at these positive traits.
Yes, you can't deny her positive traits.
Don't forget you were going to go into town.
Not a face I know. What is your name, stranger?
My name is Connor, madame. Tell me about yourself. So, you want to know about the games that fate has played with me. When I was just a baby, a woman said to have the sight came to my father's hall. When she saw me, she told him that I saw the mark of the fates of fairies upon me. That didn't read right. What? When she saw me, she told him that she saw the mark of the fairies upon me. Okay, finally. She performed a divination and said she had learned that I was to be a prank played on mankind. I should grow up to be a great beauty, but that any man who proposes to marry me shall die. Well, he did not believe in such things, so he laughed, tossed her a few coins, and sent her on her way. I grew up. When my first suitor was skewered by a spear in battle, I grieved, but thought little of it. When my second suitor passed of a fever, I was unnerved. When the third suitor was thrown from his horse on a hunt, I knew I must do something. Very responsible of you. Can't go off killing off the whole village now. I resolved to take up the profession of arms, so that all men know that I am not the marrying type. I forge my own weapons to avoid going into town whenever possible, and I tell all others of the curse upon me as soon as I meet them. And I am far from my family, so no man will go to my father and ask for my hand. If you have work for me, we could discuss it. I can use someone like you in my company. Oh, 606. Okay, fine. I'll buy it.
Yes.
So now
Tracts
she's
of land.
tracts of land. So now we have Soras the
Hey, in
Ill-starred.
this game, she's not actually bad looking, John. There's a lot worse.
I'm going to take maneuvering because maneuvering is important. Now we have her stats as well. Looking at her, she's athletic, smithing, throwing, and one-handed, so she could be my infantry captain, technically. And I have a mod called Companion Respec, so you can actually reset all of their focus points and their attribute points, and then respend them how you want. I don't have that active on this playthrough. Give it a 5 out of 10. So I'm going to have to build her up more in line with. Yeah, she's going to have to be my infantry captain. Back to the town center.
Considering that hair is hereditary, I married my older brother off sight unseen to this lady, and then I saw her at the wedding, and I was like, "Oh no, oh no, mistakes were made."
Deliver her to Varcheg. I'm not traveling all straight up.
Did you travel into the town to actually go and look around and talk to people?
Let me
Like I asked you 2 or 3 times.
Remind me after I defeat these guys. Okay, so now I've got archers and the ill-starred. She's right there, just standing out in front with her stubby.
Hey, Dinky. You're saying the single life is where it's at. Oh no, you gotta pump out the children.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
where it's at.
Oh, stop it with your potatoes. I need a better bow, but I need to be able to afford a better bow first.
So the thing about marrying people off, if you have boys, you can marry them off. No problem. But if you have girls and you marry them off, they go into somebody else's clan, so then they're not in your party anymore.
Yeah, they're no longer part of your clan. Which is bummers. Now, if you're playing a female character, it does not happen to you. So, you can marry off, and you're fine. You don't get sucked into their clan.
You don't even take their name. They take your name.
Yep. It's good to be the main character.
It is.
Okay, so we are going to Botanian Fian. Oh, this is getting expensive. I will upgrade them to heroes. A fine commoner shirt. We also.
Oh yeah, you have in-town clothes. Don't forget.
Yes. I'll take this. So I'm going to also examine her for upgrades. None of these are upgrades for her except for the headpiece because she didn't even have one. And the rest of it is not upgrades. Now, all she has is a rusty short sword. Yes. Oh, I could give her a pitchfork. A cracked pitchfork. Then she could stop horses. I got a little bit more bow. Accuracy. I find accuracy to be one of the most important things. Because as you've seen with the spread of the reticles, that's not good. It's not good. It's just not good. Okay, so I'm going to head back to town. So this little red symbol here means my party is disorganized. That happens to you just after a fight. It wears off shortly, just like that. So what we are going to do is take a walk around town. So now inside the towns is quite nice. It's quite lively. And if you're into this type of setting, it can be rather cathartic, just moseying about. Now, if you see, she is with me. And I'm also in civilian clothing.
This is how Lainey should have done it. Stream. Not really. I think this is pretty much Venom's favorite game, at least at the moment. This is like something that he was waiting for years to come out and has been playing like all kinds.
So, little icons, I can hold Alt and see a whole bunch of things. Like, I can see her, that she shows up as a little personage. Other people will show up. Those are notables of the town. So, like, there's Galvan the Vintner, and there's Dogface Mattis. There's also Juthros the Dyer, and Gorgos Sourwind. And then there's different shops you can go to, like there's the barber, which you can actually restyle your hair and stuff there. The arena, so you can enter the arena through there. A tannery over there, which you can purchase tanneries, workshops. But then there's also these red things, clearing, backstreet, and the one I was kind of walking towards, waterfront. Those are like bandit alleyways, and you can take them over if you have the appropriate companion with you. You can talk to people. They usually don't have a lot to say. I've heard the Battanians have been raiding across the border. People around here better wake up. My apologies, sir. May I help you with? You know I'm Battanian, right? Good day.
Crumble.
All right, so yeah, so there's a lot to see in town.
You can also just clear out the alleyways, right?
Yes.
You can just leave them clear. That will give you minus reputation to like the gang leaders. But it will
specifically the gang leader that owns that alleyway.
Yeah.
But you'll gain reputation with the other notables. So I'm going to leave here, and up here, these are the various notables. So like this guy is a merchant. That one's a merchant. That one's an artisan. That one's a gang leader, and that one's a gang leader. It says right at the top of their little description, like this one owns a tannery and the backstreet and the clearing. This one owns an oil press and the waterfront. So if I would have gone and attacked that waterfront, I'd lose reputation with Dogface, but I would have gained reputation with these three. I don't remember if anything would affect on him. Caravan Ambush is normally a really good quest to take. In fact, I've got 11 people. Let's...
Well, and who do we have here?
Caravan ambushes are usually like 20 to 30, but they're not.
You don't think I can help me? Nope. Okay. So we're not going to do that because I don't have enough people with me. Because
Yeah, I think you have to have at least 20.
yeah, I'm still working up my funds. I'm going to chase down these looters.
Oh, I got no quarrel with you.
I do with you. Oh, there she is with a short and stubby. Never leave a woman out in the open with a short and stubby. Okay. Quick stopping and quick starting with a horse is just double tap. Oh, that was a terrible shot.
The faster that you're going on your horse, the worse your aim will be with your bow.
In fact,
So
moving it all
trying
affects
to-
it.
Yeah, slowing down, trying to kind of either be at a stop or be at a slow. You can get up to where you can put like points into perks that will make it easier
Oh,
to fire while you're moving, but especially at the beginning, you really want to either slow down or stop so that you can actually try and hit something.
There's another one. As you see, I'm already up to 32. So
And you can only fire from the left side of your horse.
Yes.
If you try to fire from the right side of your horse, you can't actually draw your bow.
Let's see. Compare the falchion to that. It's a better length and more cut damage. So I'm going to call that an upgrade. And then these, that's upgrade booties. That's technically an upgrade cloth to her cloth. We need to get her geared up. Since she's going to be heading up the infantry, she's going to be in charge of the infantry. We might need to get her a buddy, even.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see, which one was this? Deliver to Varcheg. So Varcheg is, where's Varcheg? Varcheg is way up here.
Up north.
Yeah, I'm not delivering all the way up there right now. I'm busy with tournaments.
I'm busy. So deliver the herd is like you just the
It's literally
horses
just that.
or the horses or sheep or cows or whatever. They just go into your inventory and then you just like run up there and deliver it.
Yeah, so it's literally just that, and it's not hard. In and out. Okay, so this guy lost a farm on a bet, and he wants me to go over to this town and either purchase it back or win a table game, which I honestly, genuinely suck at that terribly. Upgrade her booty? Yes, I need to upgrade her booty.
And not a male buddy because she is cursed. That's true. It's true, John.
I need to get her a buddy, so I'm going to need to...
Go to another town.
Yep, I just
A
gained
major
level
town.
because I'm leveling Steward. Nice. So I'm going to continue raising my athletics. Like I said before, I need to get this one and this one up. This one can be delayed. But after I get those up and spend one more in here, and two in there, or maybe there. Maybe I should do pole arms this time. Go back to my old swathy pole arms because those are nice. Then I'm going to be back down to focusing on these.
So companions can be found at major cities, not castles or small villages. You can get your regular everyday troops at villages and small towns. There are notables at castles, but you won't always be able to go in to a castle. It kind of depends on if they like you or not.
Oh, it's Willowbark. Yes.
But companions would be found at like major cities, like this one he's going into.
Now, Willowbark, look at this. She's into medicine. She's athletic. She's good with throwing and one-handed. She's merciful and calculating. So, but she's 28. She's kind of cute too. She's an old fogey, but I mean, I will consider it.
We'll do the tournament and then consider it.
Okay, so
Be another female, hopefully a 7 out of 10. Got to start making heirs and such. Oh, we haven't gotten to a wife yet. He still needs to like up his game before he gets a wife.
Oh yeah, that's gonna be a bit. Okay, so we've got 4v4. Sword and board
Still
and
too much of a
crossbows.
scrub.
Yeah,
She is cute. She was.
yeah, Willowbark. I think.
Decent haircut. I don't think you can marry your companions.
Ow.
That's
No,
that's
you
bad.
cannot.
You can only marry
Well,
like
actually,
lords
if
and
you-
ladies, right?
If you're if you declared your own kingdom, you can promote them to their own clan, and then maybe.
Oh, I see. I see. Thought he was looking for a wife. No, not yet. He needs more money and more clan tier. He needs way more. He's
Way more.
at like noob level.
I'm not even level 1 clan tier.
They are not going to look at him twice. They'll be like, "You want to marry what?" I don't think so.
Them lords are going to be like, we don't want no scrubs.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if you notice here, I didn't point this out, but here is my companion right here in my same team. Now, it's just fluke that she happens to be on my team.
Right.
Gotta hurry before she dries out.
Guys, bow.
Quite possibly, quite possibly. Okay, I'm gonna boop his snoot. I'm gonna boop his snoot. I'm gonna boop his snoot. That was my snoot to boop, and you booped his snoot.
Rude.
They will, yeah, that you backdoored him. Of course he's gonna remember that. Okay, but now I get to beat the hell out of her. Okay. So this is my lovely companion. How are you doing? Yes, yes. Say hello to the people while I abuse the crap out of you. There's the people. Are you not entertained? You can't handle the truth. You hadn't be hello. Okay, so now we got upgrades, because that should... Oh, I need to sell this stuff off. Okay, so that's going to be an upgrade for me, and then that helmet should be... She can get my bear head.
Hey, spousal haircut and or beard or lack thereof is important because, like we've said, it's hereditary.
I'm
So
not sure.
you gotta take these things into consideration.
So far, I'm getting a whole bunch of melee girls. I need some archer girls. Should we take her? I like her.
I think so. And if you hurry up and get to clan tier 1, you'll have an extra spot for companions, and then you won't have to worry about
think I know you. Peace to
only melee.
I don't know. She looks like creepy girlfriend. Tell me about yourself. You know, we women suffer greatly when you warriors have your sport. I lived in a village in the north of here, across the Gulf. It is a cruel land. There is no strong king, and lords think nothing of ravaging their neighbors' lands. My mother was skilled in the use of herbs to treat disease and wounds. I had a happy, peaceful childhood, until one day, a month before I was to be married. That was the day my life changed. A band from a nearby village came and attacked us. We had done them no harm. We had never even thought of them as our enemies, but they wanted our cattle. They killed my mother and the youth who I was to marry, and burned our village. Everything was gone. Those who lived fled into the woods. I expect
I didn't know Laney went to their village.
I expect that my kin will soon return to their homes, but I will not. I cannot. I cannot be in a place where I am at the mercy of any beast on a rampage. I will ply my trade among warriors. I will learn to harm as well as to heal. And if the time comes for me to marry, I will live in a land where the king is a king. Well, a land where there is a king, even a tyrant, rather than raising a family amid the war of all against all. I'm sorry for your fate. Anyway, you need a warband? Yes, I do. Come in, Ward 31. Yep, good. All right.
Nothing like a burly woman with a 5 o'clock shadow. Smexy.
Smexy. Okay, so we have Willow Bark at level 10. She is costing me 22 dinars a day. And we have Soras, level 14, costing me 30 dinars a day. I like her Santa hat. Ma'am, you are welcome here. Okay, so now we're up to 12 people. Oh yeah, I did not...
Did you upgrade your other guys?
Let us...
Oh, you did.
I'm going to sort these by value, because typically the higher value items are going to be the ones... she lost her Santa hat. I'm sorry, you're going to be fired now. A lot of these, what I'm looking at, especially with like breastplates, because they actually cover 3 slots of armor, body, leg, and arm. And what I look for is the total difference. So like this one, for body armor, I'm going to lose 6 points if I swap to this. I'm going to gain 1 from the leg, 1 from the arm. So that's a loss of 4 total. So no good. It's bad even. She needs gloves, so that's an upgrade regardless. She also does not have any sort of shawl. So I'm going to go in here. I'm going to sell all that. It's another 921 dinars. I'm just bouncing back and forth right in this range of dinars. That's not healthy.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing like a burly woman with a 5 o'clock shadow. Now, we will also start seeing her showing up in the tourneys, which is nice.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm up to 12 people. There's Durthert. He's an ass nugget. There's lots of nuggets that come from asses around here. And we have overpriced raw materials. Don't care about your needs, sir. Bone Crusher. So that's a mace. I don't care about maces. They're usually short.
No, but you make for good money, though.
Make for good money. But as far as like upgrades, because typically you want to use tournaments for upgrades.
Mm-hmm.
As far as upgrades, no, it's a short stubby with its weapon length of 71. If that's like dirty. I feel dirty just reading that number. 92 blunt damage right in the head. I gave him a blunt. Alright. Let's see if I can get him knocked out completely. Not like that, I can't. There we go. And now an underhand strike, because that was very underhanded. The puns, they flow like water. Alright, no, you're gonna... I was going after him. Kill stealing. Ass nugget. Good descriptions. Well, I mean, if you think of an ass nugget as a Klingon. So this is a crossbow, and this is me reloading a crossbow.
I've actually gotten much better at the crossbow.
Now, notice when I spin, the reticle goes all haywire. If you pay attention when I do... it's not doing it right now. Oh, hello. That hurt. So as you're turning, you will eventually turn like that, so your body will shift. And it's at that point that your reticle will go wide. Don't do it. I know you're thinking about it. Oh, she did it.
And it was at that moment that her reticle went wide.
I'm going to widen your reticle.
Well, I'll do it too.
Okay, so another thing to note. If any of your party becomes the final victor, even if it's not you, you will still get the prize. However, you only get bet rewards if you are the one that wins. So that's something to keep in mind. Nope, 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 nope. Now I'm going to let her beat him up so she can get some skills. Like that. And now I'm going to beat the shit out of her, because I have to. Because that's life, you know? That's just life. Alright, moving on, final. Ooh, pokey pokey, mate.
It's nice to be missed, John.
Yes, yes. Sorry I was away for so long. It was just... Every time I'd think about just kicking on OBS, it was like, I don't wanna... And I don't know why. It was just... I think I got burned out by scheduling everything. So I do plan on streaming a lot more of this, but it won't be on a fixed schedule. Like today, I was originally thinking about doing it at 2, but then I got tired, so I took a nap, and then I was like, okay, now it's time to eat, and then I have to pee. And, you know, this water needs some focus when I drink it. And but I eventually got around to it. Oh, wait, I was going to sell that. And I'll come back. Okay. Trade. Blink. Inka Binka Bada Linka. So that's 1,500 dinars. That's good. Also, no, our food is doing okay. Our food is doing okay. We could use another workhorse. So we'll take that so we can carry more stuff. Because carrying more stuff is good. Ideally, what you want to do is you want a roughly equivalent number of carrying horses as to the number of foot troops that you have. You, sir.
If you get too many, then you get like a herd penalty to your speed.
So when I mouse over this, this is going to give a breakdown of the various things that are speeding me up or slowing me down. So like my base is 4.88. The fact that I have cavalry is giving me 0.16. The cargo weight that I have currently is slowing me down by 0.02. The game difficulty choice that I made is actually giving me a 0.24 bonus. The fact that I'm in a forest now is dropping me by 1.47. And because I'm in a forest as a Battanian, I'm getting a refund of 0.73 to that forest penalty. Okay, so my archer's in a terrible position. So I'm going to move them all over here. Tell everybody to follow me. Those peeps are doing that, and I'm going to park my archers right there. And my lovely ladies. I need to do get one of those voice AIs to sound like Tiny Tina. Get those ladies with the badunkadunks out here. I see you throwing your potatoes at me. I will mash you.
Mashed taters.
Yeah. Hold on, wait. Let me whip out my tater tot. I'm gonna get you with my short and stubby. Okay, fine. No. That sounded painful. Oh, stop being dramatic.
Oh, they do. They get pretty dramatic. They're like, I approve.
Okay, so we win. We get some more prisoners. I'm going to upgrade you. Because right now I'm only going to take them up to heroes for the moment until I start feeling more comfortable with my finances. Okay, so that's not an upgrade. Wait, she doesn't need anything extra. Somebody's just buzzed our door for some reason.
What?
Were we expecting something? Oh, okay. I guess we're expecting something. Wasn't fully unexpected. Okay, so leadership, combat tips or raise the meek. Either one is pretty decent, actually. So this will expedite the leveling of lower tier troops. I shot him in his tater tots, yes. But this is going to give me XP to all my troops. When recruiting from the same culture. So with this, when I'm going to recruit from the Battanians, there's a chance that they are higher tier. So instead of recruiting a tier 1, it might be a tier 2. And I'm going to go ahead with that. So I'm not going with Raise the Meek. Soras and Idruna did not gain anything. Because so far we haven't let them. The guys haven't got to them yet. So, on to the arena. The hung terror. The tier hung. Hung like Einstein and smart as a horse. Alright, so this is the tier hung. It's a nice one-handed weapon. It's pretty decent. It's definitely not top of the line, but it'll hold you over. So, one of my lovely ladies, I'm sure will be quite happy with that thing. It's got girth. Get out of my way. Yep. Okay, so those pole arms that they're dealing with right there are called bill hooks. Those things are actually quite nasty to get hit by.
Yes, they are.
Ow!
Those hurt
Of course,
a lot.
crossbow bolts aren't very cozy either. Who's shooting at me? Was it you? It was you. He's not shooting at me. He's actually shooting me. There's a difference. One of them doesn't hit. Oh, we're
You shot him
exchanging
in
here.
his tater tots. The scream was justified.
You'd cry too if it happened to you.
You would.
It's my tots and I'll cry if I want to. I think that's it. Okay, so
See, I think because they have all this different damage, they like recognize like what part of the body you hit and like how hard
he
you
did
hit it.
crush through. Oh,
And if you get like a nut shot, they should be like incapacitated.
you would think. All right, I'm going to pick up this bill hook and have. Ow! I'm going to pick up this bill hook and you are going to pay. You're going to pay. That'll be 5 dinars, please. I'm running a tax on crossbow bolts. Yo mama gonna feel that. Trying to make some tea with that. Okay, that was half his health. 57 damage. So you can estimate that everybody has roughly 100 hit points. 100 hit points is like your base. These guys generally don't have any perks that raise their health. So 57 and 17, that's 70. Ow, dude, that was my leg. Horse doesn't like fire. Noted. Dude, I'm gonna shaft you so hard.
Best method to go for the nut shot. I'm just saying, right? Saying.
You use what works.
Unorthodox but effective. That's my fighting style.
There we go. completely honorable fight here.
100% honorable.
So we got the tur hung. All right. So who gets the tur hung? Not me. I do not want. Get that, and then that is shorter than what you've got. So your tapered blade is actually pretty decent. Good. You will keep that. But you get the tur hung. So you're getting a length upgrade. All right. Let's sell that rest off and move on. Saving. There's a nice little autosave feature. You can set the timer on it. See, how close are we? We still need 14 more renown to get to clan tier 1.
The twins are precious heirs and such.
Well, I mean, yeah.
I surrender.
If they're coming after your fun sack, then you might be like, hands up, don't shoot. All right. So, how's my food doing? I'm at 11. Craven is not offering anything. So I do want to meet people. So there's Obold the Loud. That's an interest. I have not seen that name before. The suffixes or the surnames are what happened. Oh, he's nice and young too. Hey, he's a young stud. He could meet my ladies. No, we're going to Oxhall. Let's see. I do need to get some food here in a bit because they're about to munch. Let's see. Crass Breakskull. That's nice. So, Breakskull, he's of Sturgian culture.
They're important even if you have plenty of heirs. Well, I mean, yeah, I would say so. Okay. Point taken.
What was I doing? Oh, yes. Joining a tournament. The Plumed Nomad helmet. Oh, I do like the look of that one. And it's a pretty decent helmet, especially early game.
It has floofs.
It's got floofs. Ah, we're going with bill hooks again. All right. Ow.
They hurt, by the way.
Oh. Those crossbows starting to hurt. I need a shield. Dude, you suck.
You can go, like, he picked up the bill hook, the last one. If they drop a shield,
Yes.
I've been known to go and snatch it so that I can go sword and board because I'm better at that than some of the other weaponry. Hey, Snow Monkey.
It's one thing I greatly appreciate. Like, you can pick up their weapons. If you take out an archer, you can take their quiver and restock. Oh, hello. No, I see what you're doing. I want to take out that archer, actually, now that I think about it. Ow, because of that. That's exactly why.
Ping, ping, ping.
There we go. Now for you. Nope. Okay, now we got a horseman left, so a bill hook would be advantageous.
Yeah, I'm sure a crossbow to the face wouldn't be dangerous if it's blunt, so it doesn't really hurt, right?
I'm going to tell him to have a blunt. That didn't hit. That did not hit. That's going to hit the shield if I shoot this way, because his shield... So he doesn't have his shield, like, up being used, like blocking, but if you hit that shield, even when he's holding it like that, it'll still block.
Mm-hmm.
So it does have an advantage to wearing a shield on your back. The shield will absorb damages from the back. Two. Okay. For some reason I keep thinking there's 4 and I'm looking for a guy over there. No, you don't see me. Nope, you don't see me. I am tall. This guy's a midget.
I made a female character that was like the shortest I could make her, and I picked a husband that was exactly as tall as me. We were shorter than everybody else in our party.
Her character walked up like, yes, short king.
Yes!
He was short, but he was packing down below.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, She's like, I don't care how tall you are. Does that thing down there work? I need babies. Lots of babies. Ah, my plumed helmet. Alrighty then. So, yes, that is an upgrade. Floop. See? Floofy. I love these things. I don't know why. I just do. And then you get that as an upgrade, and then you get that as an upgrade.
Don't sell the midget short. Just think where he punches.
Don't sell them short. And... Okay, we can grab another workhorse, and probably some more grain. We have 6 grain. That's fine, actually. Fish. We will grab an extra fish. We will grab extra grapes. Yes, we're at 2 grapes. Need some cheese. We have no olives. Holy shit, we didn't have any olives. Extra butter. An extra meat. Date fruit, we had none. We're getting down into paying now, so an extra beer.
Some places are more likely to have certain items. Like you can find them pretty much anywhere on the map, but certain cities are more likely to have fish. Some
Yes.
are more likely to have grapes. Some are more likely to have other things. And if you're going to be a merchant, you also have to then pay attention to what their prices are and how much they're selling, and if you're going to make a profit, because that's how you raise your trade skill, is by making a profit. If you don't make a profit on what you're selling, then you don't raise your trade skill.
So one thing, so villages are attached to cities. This is a city, which is separate from a castle, separate from a village. Villages have a certain type of produce, like this one's producing wood. This one's producing, I believe that's clay. Yeah, that's clay. This one's wheat or grain. So when you mouse over it, you can see primary production. It won't let me mouse over that. Primary production is grain, right above the number of defenders. And yeah, typically you can buy things cheaper there because that's where it's produced. Economies, supply and demand pricing is pretty decent in this game. So if they have a lot of something, then they're probably going to sell it for pretty cheap. If they have very little of something, they're probably going to sell it for an arm and maybe a leg and maybe your child. We have... Okay, so here's an interesting scenario. We have a tournament here, but we just spotted this hideout as we came running by. It's going to be mountain bandits. Clearing out that hideout is beneficial just in and of itself, but typically you can also hunt around to the various villages and find a quest to also deal with that, which means you're stacking the goodies. But first things first. First things first. Ransomed prisoners. Bannerlord the Shark. I don't like his name because I can't say it. But if we go to look at him, Bannerlord the Shark, he is probably, yes, he's close-fisted, devious, and cruel, so...
Maybe not.
He's more for Laney's team. Don't mean to be mean to Laney. I love teasing her. All right, so we're going to go to the arena, and we are going for a Militia Pernach. I keep wanting to say a Militia Punani, but, you know.
It's not mean. She'd agree. She'd be like, yeah, you're right. You'd be for my team.
Okay, everybody's on horseback fighting. Okay.
Hey, Keith.
See, look at how my foofy bounces. I love how my foofy bounces. All right, come back around, get some speed built up. Miss him totally, or yeah. Hey, Keith. She understands. Oh, yes. We tease Laney because we love her. Oh. I stabbed him in the back of the head because I didn't love him. Totally missed that. Not like anybody noticed. You saw nothing?
Nope. Nothing. It's not on the internet forever.
Nope.
91 blunt.
Spears can be like really devastating, especially when you're charging.
Yep.
But you gotta practice because there's a whole lot of not being able to hit anything at the when you start using them.
Oh, he just ran me over. Horse charging does do damage. It's usually minimal, but I have knocked people out with it. Oh, he didn't like that.
Yes, Foofy bounces.
Boofy bounces. Dude! Okay, he's
Spare
down.
the face!
I killed his horse. Now Pete is going to come after me. Great. That's all I need.
Lane's a good sport with teasing and heckling. She gives us so much ammo. So when this video goes missing, we know why. You never heard from Venom and Meso ever again.
They're coming to take me away, haha. Are you going after that horse? You are going after that horse, aren't you? You do not go after that horse. That is my horse. You're a good horse, aren't you? You're a good horse. Ah, bill hooks. I mean, look at this thing. It's just nasty.
I've seen some of the pole arms that he's crafted when he gets up in smithing, and they are holy moly. They are brutal.
Yeah. We've missed all of you guys too. And
Have.
it's just I can't even really explain it. Just it's like being exhausted.
Drained.
If I
Like
was
a
trying
raisin.
to make YouTube like a career, then I probably would have stuck with it. But it's something I just do for funsies. So yeah, I wasn't going to push myself through it. Trade. Yep, I'm losing my mind here. Another 1,200, getting up to the 3,800 mark. In fact, that helps us with our clan. So now we've got our companion hired. We're getting closer to clan tier 1. We need 20 men, but we've got the dinars. Burnout is a thing.
Did you check the quest that they had in the city?
No,
Sometimes they do give you bandit quests. Sometimes they
Escort
do
and
give you...
recruits. Nope. So now I'm going to go check the villages. It could be as far out as this guy if it'll let me click on it. Bandit base near the yeah. So we're going to talk to him.
Yours is not
Yep, and they will do. Sorry, I'm going to speed through a lot of these a lot. So that gave me a quest for that hideout. That's one quest that we can stack on that hideout. The other one is help with brigands. Bandit base. Holy shit, we already did that. Or we already have that. Technically, there's another one you can... Oh, I got a perk. Scouting. So scouting, day travel. So 2% travel speed. So this is on the map. So as we're moving around, we move 2% faster. Scout.
Oh, Stuart.
Hey, Stuart. We're also going to get 10% sight range during daytime. So during the daytime, we're going to move a little faster, and we're going to see a bit further. Which is Gouda. That is Gouda. They've got a quest over here, and it is in and out. I hate that quest. So no, I'm not taking that quest. They might have a help with brigands.
In and Out is the one where you have to like go play the little tabletop mini game, right?
Yeah, which I absolutely suck at. So he needs 2 groups of brigands. So we're going to head over to this this bandit hideout. Now, if you notice these here, that means that there are currently 2 groups of brigands in there, which covers that. Oh, now there's 3. So we'll wait for nightfall to attack. We are going to attack. I am going to make sure... Actually, no. We are going to take you, and make sure we take you for the upgrades. Because these guys need to level up. So they got to get some XPs. And we need those 2 ladies, the ladies, to come in and level up. Now, granted, they have shit gear, so they're probably going to, go down faster than a drunk cheerleader on prom night, but it's worth a shot. So, the first thing you need to remember, this is a unique situation in bandit hideouts where these guys start as hold fire. So we're going to hit F4 to make it so they can shoot, and they're immediately going to start shooting at that guy. And then I'm going to tell them to follow me, because I'm not ready to tell them to charge yet. And then I'm going to take my tiny weak-ass bow and try to help them do a thing. Well, these guys want to throw stuff at me.
So just a tiny little shout out. Dinker Stew has been streaming on Twitch lately, and we try to make sure that she is promoted in our self-promotion area, even if she forgets.
She's shy.
So if you're interested in watching her play, I think it's what is it, extended extreme or something. It's a mod that does a lot of stuff where she has to poop and find a toilet and all kinds of interesting stuff in 7 Days to Die. So if you're interested in doing that, make sure that you check her out on Twitch.
Yes. Everybody loves the dinkies. I'm going to hit you with my short and stubby. Okay, another thing you can do in this game is you hold tab. It shows you your current stats. Defender Army has 6 remaining. Are you guys still... what are you shooting at? You. Okay, so at this point, there's 6 remaining. I'm going to tell everybody to charge. Now, the archers are obviously going to be stop and go as they take aim. These two ladies, the ladies, I need to watch over them because they're just going to run past this guy for no reason. Dude! Yeah, uh-huh. You got promoted. Ninja promote.
I just know I would never get away with it. Like if I forgot to promote myself, she'd be like, "Oh, you tried. Nice try." And I'd never hear the end of it. She's like, "Hey, you can see me on Discord. It says right next to my name streaming." I'm like, "That doesn't count."
Okay, so there's 3 guys left. 1 here, 1 there, and probably 1 further down. Smack him up. Smack him up. There you go. Now you notice the ladies are getting skill points down on the bottom left there, and I got a point in tactics, so that's good. Oh yeah, smack him around. I do want them to level up. The bandit bases are excellent for leveling up your companions.
I don't like Twitch either, John, but I even go over and watch her on Twitch. That's how much I care about Dinky.
See, so
Hey, Lainey.
hey, lady. So, bandit bosses will always challenge you to a duel, but they are not worth my effort. And now I'm going to duel them. Anyways, because screw 'em. Yeah, we cheated. All right, but come back here to my peoples. My peoples want to have a word with you. Yeah, many words.
Just you and me
And
and
my
my
guards.
guards.
Okay, now as you see, Willowbark actually got to a skill of 75 with her athletics. Any little arrow ups here means somebody gained perk points or gained skill points. So I managed to gain 7 skill points in athletics, which is nice. It's delicious, lovely. Willowbark gained 3 points in one-handed and 3 points in athletics, bringing her to a 75, which unlocks one of her perks. And Soros gained 1 and 1, so that's nice. Then you see numbers down here. What this means is under here, 2 units became freshly available for upgrade, which is what I wanted out of this, which is good. We've got some high-priced prisoners. The higher the tier of the prisoner, the more they're worth. And these guys are going to get upgraded, so now we have all heroes. There's likely going to be some upgrades in here. Like the Botanian Hobby is a horse upgrade for me. So I'm going to wear that. I'm going to wear a horse. I'm wearing a horse. When they said hold your horses, I went with it.
What took them literally?
Okay, so then I'm going to look for upgrades, and I'm going to look for upgrades for her. That's already an upgrade right there. Getting rid of her fine commoner shirt. Some better mittens. And then Willowbark. Actually, that's it's a loss of 5, but a gain of 6. So we're just going to toss that on there for now. Nope. Let's see. Gain 4, lose 1, 3. So gain. Nope.
That's getting spicy over here.
Oh, I was not looking. Gang's all here. May or may not, but definitely took you to bed with me. Wow. Mm.
And then Dinky says, "You take us all to bed, lady." Everybody's like, "Wait, what? Scandalous."
Okay.
Spicy.
We will get some goodies for Willowbark. That is a short stubby, so I don't want to give them short stubbies.
No.
Granted, a jagged spear wouldn't be terrible. I
mean, short stubbies aren't so bad. They're not on horses, so I mean, it's not as bad. It's
Right.
still bad, but it's not as bad.
they actually really do well when you give them longer weapons. So here's all the quest complete stuff. Yeah. 1 and now 2. So then, yep, got that finished as well. It's made quite a bit of money off that. She got her athletics, so we are going to... So, she's not going to be a party leader. So the crafting stamina, which I will be using her to craft, and I will show you that later. She's also, because she's not going to be the main character, she's not going to be using her persuasion much. So crafting stamina for them. So she's going to get her crafting stamina going. Which has to do with smithing. When you use crafting, smithing, and all that stuff, you will burn through a crafting stamina bar, and then you have to rest in town, literally in town, to gain that stamina bar back. In fact, I have nothing to show, so that will have to wait. What are you asking for? Access to the commons. You are a commoner. Never go marching without your boots. Why did... Oh, they just went under siege. Nice. Okay, and Sienon's under siege. Holy crap, they just laid into him right out of the gate. Caladog, what are you doing?
Nothing good, apparently.
Nothing at all, apparently. Jeez, jeekers. Yumpin'
He's usually too busy going around winning tournaments.
Yeah, pretty much. Okay, so I gained a point in this. So now I can go with frugal. Because I've been keeping my people with a nice varied diet, I've been gaining in the steward skill, gaining XP. And now I can choose frugal, minus 5% wages to my party, nice, and minus 15% recruitment costs. Lovely, absolutely lovely. Pen Canuck is not offering a tourney right now, but I'm going to go say hi to the tavern. Donisa the Dispossessed. Let's take a look at Donisa the Dispossessed. She is 28. Horseback? What I'm looking for now is actually horse archers. Because I'm not running the respec mod, I want to actually go into whatever they're actually worth. She would make a decent caravaner, though. So I could send her off on a caravan, because she's got decent steward and trade skill. And charm. So I could use her to form a caravan, and Caladog sucks. Caladog does not suck. When you play against, oh my god, that dude's brutal. He's an asshat. Yes, he is an ass nugget, be sure. But, he doesn't suck. Well, to be fair, I haven't really put his suckage to the test. These boobs are made first. Whoa. Okay, so moving on. I'm just going to skip that one. Yeah, so I'm going to head down to this town. Apparently all of Britannia is under siege, so yeah, that's an interesting development right out of the gate.
That's the thing. I've had to wait in towns trying to either wait for my brother to knock up my sister-in-law, or for me and my spouse to get it on so that we can have some children rolling in. So you have to wait there. And if you watch, it'll go through all of the stuff that's still happening in the world, and it's random. So if you restart your save, like if you're like, okay, it's not happening, so I'm going to go back to my save and I'm going to try again. Different things can happen. So if you had waited somewhere, started another save, tried it again, not everything might have been under siege.
Oh yeah.
Nothing is set, so.
The only thing that is set is the starting board, effectively. So it's like everything that starts off at the very same location at the beginning, and then from there, decisions are made. We've definitely used the trick to save scum trying to get pregnant, where you save it, you rest in town for 10 game days, and if you don't get pregnant, reload and run it again.
Pillow fort.
And watching the events transpire, like Miso was just saying, you'll get different sets of events each time. Splint booties. I want more booties. Give me more booties. See, look at those things. 22 armor in my booties.
So it has been about 2 hours. How long are you going to stream?
I don't know. I guess I'm going to have to start looking for a decent stopping point. Oh, I knew that was happening. Sir? Tell your friend to stop that? Actually, I'm just going to come at you, Borrow. Getting out athletics.
Yeah, you don't want to go broke waiting for pregnancies and stuff to happen.
Which means early on you definitely don't want to overextend yourself.
Oh,
I'll eat your liver. I'll tear your limbs. We're all about to die. Slow you. Mr. Nameless Person, you are now my bitch.
wow.
Audience, look away. Ow, that was a dodge. See, there it goes. I'll tear your limbs. That's not paper mache, buddy. Take this. I need some tea.
Things were just getting spicy. Why myself? Because I'm the keeper of the time. Ask Lainey.
Laney and Dinkers and me. Oh, okay. That hurt.
I gotta keep these chuckle butts on a schedule.
But my butt wants to chuckle.
Never look away from a proper bounce.
I got some new booties. I like my booties. And liver with a nice Chianti. All right. Let's see. Booties. Wait. Cancel. That, I hit the wrong key. So, ding ding. Let's see. What's this? Nope. All right. It's
YouTube says it was only an hour.
It's a trickle down.
Refresh, Stinky.
I'm showing an hour and 57 minutes. All right, so we got a new point. We have done our athletics. So eventually, I'm going to have a two-hander or a pole arm. I'm thinking I really should go with the pole arm.
Well, I'm pretty sure that if I don't do it beforehand, come August, I probably will be streaming because Baldur's Gate 3 is coming, guys.
Yes.
And if you saw our Divinity Original Sin series, you know that I have to play this game.
Oh yes, definitely. We purchased Baldur's Gate 3 quite a while back. When I think right when it came out in.
As soon as it came out, like the moment it came out, I was like, yes.
But then we were like, we don't want to burn out on the first chapter before they release, so we uninstalled, waiting for release so we can hit that.
We're just harmless travelers.
We're just homeless travelers. Well, I'm a very harmful traveler, and I'm coming to take you away, haha. This is a bad spot.
Yeah, you can trust us. We'll keep the time. Sure.
Sure.
Wink, wink.
Okay, we'll back that ass up. This is a terrible spot. Well,
Yeah.
I mean, this is just looters, but still, it's still just a terrible spot.
It's true. I can't tell you to go to bed and get off the internet when I'm unconscious. That is true.
Don't make me use my stubby. I'm going to shove my stubby in places you don't want. Yeah, I try to keep my streams to right around 2 hours for multiple reasons. One, I don't want to burn out. And if I go too long, then I'll just start getting tired, and the next time I won't want to start. Second is, if somebody is going to come back and watch the VOD, 2 hours is far more digestible than, say, 8 hours. And, there we go. Okay, I'm going to bring you to my peeps because they need a level.
I think we should make an exception today. Go 3 hours. There's always that one person that tells everybody the party's over and everyone has to leave now. Yep, that's me. Baldur's Gate, not sure what one. I have that on my tablet. Still need a bigger screen. Maybe I should plug a mouse into it. Maybe you should.
I tried going back and playing the old
Take
Baldur's
the
Gate
higher
games.
ground. It works in Star Wars.
Actually, it kind of works in this game too. If you've got infantry standing in front of archers, getting on the high ground allows the archers to shoot over the heads of your infantry. That's what the pause button is for.
That is one really nice thing about this game. When you can pause it. Like even in the middle of a battle, it does get a little tricky because if you come back to the middle of the battle, you might take a couple
Go into
shots.
photo
That
mode.
you're...
Then you
Yeah.
can release the camera. You get that kind of shot.
But especially like this would have been probably something for me to get into when our daughter was younger because I needed games that could pause because I was constantly getting up going to do something, whatever, something constantly interrupting. So it's really nice that it's pausable.
Oh, this guy does not look healthy. Look at that. He looks scared too. Oh my god, I'm gonna die. All right.
Quick, my parents are coming home. Y'all have to leave.
Are you not entertained? Guys, okay, who has the pokey
Oh,
pokies?
he has an arrow right in the neck. Oof. That looks painful.
How many are left? 10? Let's bring him in.
Look at that sweet shot of Venom slaughtering the peasants.
Okay, and ladies, charge. Don't die. I said don't die.
Did they listen?
Saurus, the ill-starred. Poor Willowbark. So, there is a difference between everything here and everything here. So, dead is obviously dead. Wounded means they just need to recover. Willowbark is wounded, so she will recover. Same goes over here. 18 dead and 1 wounded. That 1 wounded becomes a prisoner. And there's my prisoner. We are not upgrading our heroes yet until we have more monies. Let's see. We get some butter. We need to get Willowbark something for her shoulders. She needs shoulder pads.
You paused. That looked like they were doing dance moves.
Oh, earlier today, I'd started a huge battle with one of my other characters who's running a party of like 400 right now, or 300. I think she's at 300 and she can have a max of 400. And yeah, I was running around the battlefield with a whole bunch of Khonsguard, which are like elite Mongol archers, horse archers. You're ripping through stuff, and I'd pause it just like that, and I'd go around the battlefield with my camera looking for a good screenshot so that we could get the thumbnail that you guys see. Ooh, okay, so Asaligat. I've never actually stopped and tried to pronounce this. I always just say Asselgate. Asaligat. So this is a like the best horse.
The ass gate.
Oh, good. We're breaking it into 1v1s. Nice.
And even if you can use it, like either you keep it or you could use it, but if you sell it off, oh my god, it's so many.
Flap, 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 flap. No. Yeah, so we're up in Stygian territory now. So the different arenas will have different themes depending on what culture you're in. The culture does not change depending on who owns it. Culture is fixed. A Sturgian town will always be a Sturgian town as far as the culture is concerned, no matter who's in charge of it. If you have somebody in charge of it who's not Sturgian, the populace does not like that. And if you don't counter it with other bonuses and offsets, they will eventually rebel. So a rebellion will form within the town, a new clan is formed, and they take over the town.
Sir Teabag invited
Sir
to the
Teabag.
next round.
I am Sir Teabag. You will respect me. I should have named him Sir Teabag. I regret my life
You
decisions.
should have. You should have. Opportunities were missed.
Opportunities are knocking, buddy. Knock, knock. Eh, eh, eh. I need the tea. Oh, Sigga. Hello, Sigga. You know, Sigga's kind of cute. She's a lady of the realm of the Sturgians. She's also a lord, or a noble. So she has pretty decent combat skills. As you can see, she's attacking a lot faster than all the other scrubs.
It didn't really help her any.
Oh. Oh, there we go. So, if you could notice, she was a much tougher fight than all of those other scrubs that I dealt with. But now I got an ass gate.
This would always happen, like when we were streaming before. Our mics would that we could through Discord would start breaking out about 2 hours in.
Oh, yep.
So it always happens. Nothing we can do about it.
Cool. Well, okay. So I did win that. That I will be keeping the Asalagat. I will nail that down. Now I could sell it for 14,000 dinars, but I don't wanna, because I love those horses. I mean, look at those stats. It's beautiful. It's a gorgeous horse. It's no Clydesdale, but you know, hey, love is love, you know. All right, so I'm going to trade everything off, and this is where we're going to call it for the night. Yeah, that was entertaining. I do plan on streaming this a lot more. It's going to be at a whim, so basically, if I feel like playing this character, I'm going to stream it every time. I may give it a miss if I plan on sitting and doing a crap ton of just smithing. So that might be where I give it a miss, because that can be ultra boring unless you guys really want to see it. I mean, I can. But yeah. So yeah, that was the thing, and I'm giving a nice long laney outro, which is love you, lady. Okay. Yeah, I will talk to you guys later. Maybe tomorrow, maybe Tuesday. I will see how I feel. But I do look forward to playing more of this. I love this game, and I will be playing one way or another. So have a good night, guys.